the last couple of years, the regional officers and regional staff of the department have been boosted right back up after dropping off in previous years. And there are multidisciplinary health and wellbeing teams in each of those 17 areas, with the respectful relationship staff being part of and working alongside those. They are there to help schools with health and wellbeing practice, deal with the really complex cases. Separately to that, there's also a big focus on actually supporting a principal or supporting staff with stress, with really kind of complex issues that they might be facing. Specifically on family violence, one of the other recommendations that relates to the Department of Education is establishing a family violence principal practitioner role. So that person is Malia Dews, and she's in the department's regional services group. So certainly part of her role and more broadly in the health and wellbeing area is to say what are the specific things that principals need when they're hearing from families about disclosures of family violence, these confronting topics that we're talking about here, when staff are dealing with it as well. If they might have a base level of knowledge about safety frameworks for children and for staff in their school, but they're hearing about circumstances and specific unique dynamics of family violence that are new. And one of the practical things is some workplace contact officers, a network of those being built up to have someone that principals can call.
I think this is really important, and I think it's acknowledging that for schools, the first step is acknowledging this is not like teaching maths, science, English. This is actually an area where, like you're saying, vicarious trauma could easily be something that occurs, and even if it's not to that level, it's really difficult to deal with that sort of stuff, and it's taken all of us who've worked in this field many years to be able to build up ways to deal with that. I think probably there's there's probably lots of things, but a few I'll mention is I would hope that the liaison officers within the department would see that as part of their role, to actually be linking schools in with services, not just around referral for students and families, but also to provide someone for teachers to speak to. I certainly know all of the services I've worked at, there was definitely secondary consultation. So they would all be fine with a teacher ringing up saying, hey, we had this conversation in class today, I just want to have a chat about it. So I think the resources are probably there. It's just about schools really making sure that they're linking into them, and if they haven't been linked into them in that way, perhaps asking their liaison officers, what can we do about this, who can we call? There's obviously also the 1-800 RESPECT, which is 24/7. So there's lots of tools there. It's just actually about linking into them.